Did you mistakenly drunk text Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Deliberately drunk text him. So soft. So... Is that racist because I'm doing the voice?
I don't know. I have no comment on that one, but it's fine.
Wrestling and porn, you always go out on your back. You know what I'm saying? So
I learned something new today.
So he's doing the best he can, Brian. I was like, what's the ox?
Moving on. Today's guest is one of the most successful stand-up comedians on the planet. He's selling out arenas, he's breaking Netflix records, and more importantly, on August 2nd, 2014, I attended one of your shows.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yep, it was out in New Jersey. It was a great show. You had all your guests. Martine was there. It was fantastic. Welcome to the podcast, Gabriel Iglesias.
Thank you. And thanks for remembering the specific date. I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, where's it going with this date? What was I doing on August 14th? Okay.
I had to scroll back through Instagram because I was posting a picture every day that summer, and it was back-to-back days. I took a selfie with, what's his name, Rico Gutierrez? Is he a comedian?
Rick Gutierrez, yes. But I like Rico better.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to call him that from now on.
He crushed that night. He was hysterical. We saw him out in like the kind of the hallways after, and we took a selfie with him and we posted
He does linger in hallways.
Yeah.
He does it after shows.
Sounds familiar, not off brand. That works. Special thing about today's podcast, we're here. Thank you, Gabriel, for hosting us. Brian, unfortunately, is not here. So you're replacing my best friend since first grade.
Brian, lo siento. Lo siento. You want to tell everybody why Brian's not here? I think people should know. It should come from you, though.
What do you want me to say? Oh, what he missed?
Why he's not here?
Oh, he's sick. He's under the weather.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be more dramatic.
No, I got nothing.
Like he licked a doorknob or something. He did something he wasn't supposed to do.
Nothing that crazy, nothing that special. He just started getting a little stuffy last night, and then he started coughing, and I think he had a fever at some point this morning. He goes, you know what? Out of respect for everyone, and listen, he was excited to come here and meet you, go on the surprise, which was awesome this morning.
Let me tell you, the level of respect I have for him for doing that is like right here, Brian, because let me tell you, touring all these years, the one thing that happens is if somebody gets sick on the tour bus, that'll take the entire crew down. And so I tell everybody, if you're feeling sick, if you don't not well, just stay home that week.
Yeah.
And don't worry about it, okay? Better that than getting everybody messed up, because if I go down, you go down. So Brian, thank you for not taking me down, but you did miss out. It was an awesome day. We hung out with Jay Leno. We were here at my place. This is in case, you have mentioned it. Yeah, we're here at Long Beach, California at my compound. I've been wanting to do this show for quite some time, and finally we made it happen.
No, I'm really excited that we finally made it happen. I think we DM'd in I don't know, maybe a few months ago? Was it June? I don't know.
We've been going back and forth for a minute.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah. And that's how we got introduced. Just unbelievable, because coming from me, it's like back to 2014, that show. My favorite part of that show, I'm going to give you 2 compliments right now. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
Favorite part of that show was that you showed the timer at the show that you were going like 15, 20 minutes over. And you're like, all right, here's 3 of my classic jokes. We're going to run them. I don't care. That stood with me. That resonated because you wanted to put on performance and you knew people were excited to be there. So that stood out. The other thing just happened. I went in that bathroom, and over the urinal, you have 2 pictures just like these of selfies of you and your friends at urinals. And to me, that was a detail that I couldn't miss. Like, I really love that. It's something that was like perfectly placed. I looked at all the other pictures that were on the wall. None of the other ones were bathroom oriented, just those 2 over the urinal.
I love that you were focused on your aim. You were looking at the wall.
I didn't miss. I can tell you I didn't miss. I can tell you that. But no, this is really a full circle moment. My buddy, I got to shout him out, Jordan Vance, showed me you back in those days. And we used to watch all the time growing up in high school.
Shout out to Jordan. Jordan, shout out to you, man.
Shout out to Jordan. We love that. I want to get into a game. So I tried catering this podcast to a lot of your interests, and then you've watched and seen a lot of our games. Hopefully you like to play along, specifically catered towards you. Okay? So you're familiar with the blind rankings.
With the what? Yes.
Yeah, so I go rank these blank, and then you put them 1 through 5, okay? This one's a good one. I think you're going to like it.
Okay,
Might be a little difficult for you, though. Okay.
I'm ready.
Rank these WWE superstars without knowing what comes next. Okay.
Rank them? Okay, rank them without knowing what comes next.
Yes. First wrestler, The Undertaker.
Undertaker, 2.
Okay, why are we going number 2?
Number 2, because there could be someone above him, like a John Cena. I don't know if we're talking about the greatest of all time. We're not sure if we're talking about who was more influential and instrumental in the business, who was the biggest deal. Like, Undertaker's way up there.
Okay.
So if we're talking about that, than that. Then if we're talking about who can bring it harder in the bathroom, I'm sure Undertaker could bring it. Okay. He's 6'8", 6'9", so I'm sure he could bring that too. I'm not sure what the question is. So, but I value the Undertaker in so many ways.
You can make it what you want. So I'm gonna let you pick right now. Is it their performance in the bathroom? I guess.
No. Okay. I've never followed anyone into the bathroom. I always let them do their thing. I stalk, but I stop at the door.
Okay. John Cena.
John Cena would have to be number one then.
We're putting him up top.
We'll put him up on top.
I'm going to ask you in a little bit about his farewell tour. I want your opinion and your take on it.
And you will get it.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I'm excited for that one. Okay, number one. I feel like he's the GOAT. Is he the GOAT of wrestling?
You got to say that in order, as far as like the accomplishments, the years in the business, what he brought to the business, the weight that he carried over the years when things weren't going well. He was hated, he was loved and hated at the same time. Clutch. I mean, he was always, whenever they needed him, he was always there. Mm-hmm. And even in the end, he still gave it 100 and,
I love it. I love it. So I was following along, and I think we were at the same wrestling match in MSG, his last Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
We didn't get the chance to say hi. I think we were across the room from each other.
That was like a room full of influencers and a bodega and all kinds of free stuff. And I'm sorry. Free distracts me so much. Free drinks, free food.
People rated that bodega after. They did that the last time I was there, too.
I rated it before. I was already putting stickers on things before. I'm like, I'm taking this. We took so much toilet paper and cookies. That's, because they had all kinds of stuff. It was random.
The Italian ones?
It was so random.
The Italian cookies?
No? They had like a knockoff of an Oreo, like a Hydrox type of cookie.
That's a good one. I know that one. Okay. So you have 1 and 2. So you have 3 through 5 open. The Rock.
The Rock, I'm going to put him at 3.
Okay. I loaded this list. There's a lot of great wrestlers on here. You put it at 3.
Okay.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul is doing, you know what? A lot of people hate him. And let me tell you something. When you have that much hate, it's a good thing in wrestling. A strong heel will make you need yin and yang. You need a good dance in there. And he brings so much to the table. He's almost reminds me of like a Mayweather where it's like, oh, you hit him and you want to see somebody just come in and crush him. But no one's done that yet. Yeah. But, he has that much heat to him. Mm-hmm. And he's an incredible performer. I've told him this to his face. I go, bro, this business needed somebody like you to come in here and shake it up. Yeah. I go, he brings in a good performance, good social media, good numbers, good energy, attention. I mean, there's a reason why there's a Prime bottle next to the ring because they know what he's doing. And that was in his deal. He's like, okay, you want me to do what I do? Put my bottle next to the ring. So, yeah, I'll for right now, I don't know what we're talking about, but 4
or 5.
I'll give him a 5.
Okay. I feel like I said I loaded the list.
I'll give him a 5.
That's only right? Okay. Last wrestler, so number 4, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Then he's number 4.
I feel like he would have been higher.
If we were talking about he probably would have been 2.
Is that your favorite wrestler of all time?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I know. I do my research. I know.
Awesome. He's awesome. He's no nonsense too. So if you're gonna have a conversation with him, you better know what you're talking about. Don't waste his time. But you give him, he gives right back. So he's awesome.
I saw a story. Did you mistakenly drunk text Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I didn't mistakenly drunk text him. I deliberately drunk text him.
And was he okay with that? Like you said, he's a no nonsense guy.
But you know what? I think he's somebody who can relate to sending a message. Somebody who can relate to drinking a little too much and maybe shouldn't have done that. But he was totally cool about it. Yeah, I forget where I was at when I got drunk, and I'm telling everybody I'm gonna talk him into coming back out of retirement and fighting CM Punk. We're going to make this happen. And so I started sending him messages, and I think I'm probably one of the reasons why he changed his number. But
do you have his number now?
I do.
Okay.
But I try not to, I'm not just going to bug him or anything unless it's something. If I bought a cool car that I think you would like, I'd be like, hey, check this out.
So you're trying to convince Stone Cold Steve Austin out of retirement?
Stone Cold to come out of retirement, which he wound up doing, and he faced Kevin Owens. But I thought it would be awesome. At the time, I think CM Punk wasn't back yet, and so it would have been a kind of a cool one in my head at the time, according to me and Patron. And so I texted him, and he was cool about it the next day. He didn't reply that night.
Yep.
But he just kind of like gave me a couple. All right, cool, thanks. Like, all right.
You convinced him out of retirement, though. You actually did it.
It was that text that made him do it. So now you know. It's the bottom line. I can say something random. Stone Cold and I, we got pedicures together, and I don't think anybody can say that.
No.
I got pedicures with him, and we drank.
Whose idea was it? I need a breakdown on how this happened.
I was doing his television show that he had. I think it was called Straight Up Austin or something like that. And we did some really cool stuff that day. We shot crossbows. We ate, and then we went and got pedicures.
Okay, so I have to mention
it was just like random, like, hey, let's do something really freaking testosterone driven, and then let's just do something where we're gonna question ourselves after this comes out.
So the beauty of Brian not being here is I get to ask whatever I want whenever I want. I can tell whatever story. There's no one holding me back, which is great. My girlfriend, who I've been dating for 2.5 years, has tried to get me to take a pedicure or go with her. Should I do it?
Yes.
Was the experience like
Absolutely.
unmatched, and it's something that's very exciting, something I need to experience once in my life?
So for me, I'm very much like I'm always washing my hands. I'm always cutting my nails.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always cleaning my hands. I have this thing where I'm not like a germaphobe, but I always want to feel clean.
Okay.
And so I'm always putting on deodorant. I never want anybody to be like, ew, you know what I mean? So I'm always trying to keep very much like the hygiene. And my feet, I'm diabetic too. So, hey man, you mess up, you lose a toe. So I got to keep my feet perfect. And so I'm always getting pedicures. So my toes are incredible.
Oh, so you frequent it?
I do it all the time.
So how often now?
I don't know, every couple weeks.
I see now. This
And I
is
get
bad.
compliments on my feet because my feet are very soft. And so the ladies are like, oh, that's so soft. So soft. So... Is that racist because I'm doing the voice?
I don't know. I have no comment on that one, but it's fine. Oh man, no, I genuinely, I'm curious
You should
now.
do it, man. Clean nails. Get rid of, make sure no fungus, no calluses.
Do you do the manicure too, or just the pedicure?
I don't think I have to. I mean, no, I do. I do from time
Okay.
to time. But I mean, my nails on my hands grow way faster
Okay.
than the nails on my feet. So sometimes I got to just go in and click, click, click. But yeah, I'm always. Random fact. This is gonna be weird. I have the.
Can you keep these random facts coming? Because I love them.
Watch this. Softest skin on the planet. Touch my arm.
Oh, it is soft.
Weird.
Oh, no,
Weird.
no.
Right? And there's no lotion.
Oh, I thought you were calling me weird for calling it soft.
No,
I'm just calling it as it is.
But I'm like, yeah. I was like, why? Why was I given that? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm so hairy.
But yeah, you should go get a pedicure. It's awesome.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I'm ticklish, so when they take out the cheese grater thingy and they start scraping, calluses off the bottom, I do make, I get all and then they tell me to stop being a little bitch, and I'm like, all right, I'll stop being a little bitch. And
oh man.
but yeah, dude, go get a pedicure.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, maybe if she watches this podcast, I'll tell you this.
Once you see and feel how clean your feet are, you're like, wow, that was pretty cool. And the fact that you didn't have to do it, even better.
We're gonna test my girlfriend here, because if she actually watches this podcast and sees this clip of me talking about it, I will go get a pedicure.
Here's your chance.
I will go do it. But she used to watch when we first started dating, and I think she kind of faded off. So maybe she won't even watch this.
Do you ever talk about her or just now?
Just now. This is
the
her
episode.
chance. It's a big one. It's a big one.
Get him, girl.
I wanted to ask you kind of just wrestling in general, but more specifically, John Cena's farewell tour. So how'd you think it went? Obviously, I just said before, we were at the MSG fight and matches. What do you think of the ending with Gunther submitting him? Did you think it ended the way it should have? Did Triple H do well?
If you're looking at it from a fan, okay, there's the fan perspective and then what was best for business.
Okay.
All right. Because there's the two. And I've had the privilege of watching John wrestle for many, many years. Worked with him, hung out with him, awesome, human being, great wrestler. Some people say he can't wrestle, but yeah, whatever. He's still the GOAT. So as far as the way he went out, it wasn't like a Kobe Bryant type of situation where Kobe had that last season, the farewell tour. I thought it was nice that he announced it because it feels very real. It feels authentic. It doesn't feel like he's going to come back. Mm-hmm. Now, some people are like, oh, well, just wait till he runs a little low on some cash. They're going to get a call from the Saudis and he'll be at freaking the royal crown jewel, whatever, in something 2030, But we'll see. I felt like it was sincere. So if they're fooling us, if it's part of the hook, the twist, I believe it. They got me. Mm-hmm. But as far as the the fan in me didn't want to see him lose, even though I know that's the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
They always say it, two things. In wrestling and porn, you always go out on your back. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. I learned something new today.
So yeah, fun fact. I wasn't disappointed that he lost. I didn't like the way that it just looked too.
I felt like so I didn't actually watch the match, which Brian would have been able to speak more to it. He stayed in. He was like, this is a moment.
I watched it.
WWE history. He's like, I'm staying home. I don't want any distractions. I'm watching this. But I've seen the highlights and how it ended, and the submission, him smile, be like, hey, like, I guess I'm just not built for this anymore. I'm not going out like, sad where I got absolutely destroyed, but this is my choice, tap. I kind of like it. I have mixed feelings about it because I feel like it was kind of like a cop out. I don't know how do I feel about it. I really don't know.
It's weird, but again, you should have seen the hate. I've seen multiple videos of Gunther walking back to the tour bus.
I saw the kid. Did you see the kid yelling at him?
It looked like a mob scene in the street, like they were gonna freaking. And obviously, the fans were affected in a certain kind of way where it enraged them, which is not a bad thing. That's what you want wrestling to do. You want it to get you excited and riled up. If nobody cared, then it'd be like, all right, hey, Gunther, all right, you won. Big deal. But they were mad. They were so upset that they had to bleep a couple of things that I heard them yelling at him.
Did you see the little kid screaming from behind, and Gunther was just laughing at him? And he was just behind that little wall, like towards the ring. And he was just yelling. He was like, you suck. You took down John Cena. That's my hero. And he was going off on him. And Gunther was just standing there laughing at him. I feel like having a villain in a sport is always a good thing.
Telling you, that's why Logan Paul is so important.
But he's at least exciting to me. Like when you win every match by submission, I feel like it loses its flair. Like Logan Paul, controversial, exciting. He flies off the rope sometimes. He could do a lot in the ring. It's like if that's your one go-to move, it gives the fans a reason to hate you. So I think it is like kind of playing like, you ever watch a TV show and you're like the main character, you're like, I hate that person, but at the same time I'm rooting for them. Like that's kind of the way I feel about some of these wrestlers. Like Logan Paul, it's like I want him to do well, exceed, excel. But he's kind of that TV show character that I hate. That's, might be the main character in the show.
But yeah, we need a good villain. We need somebody that we can really just,
It's coming.
I mean, I wish the best for Gunther, but yeah, I was, the fan in me wasn't excited about the way he went out.
Right.
And then part of me feels like Cody Rhodes stole those shoes in the ring. They show that video at the end where Cody Rhodes is just looking at the shoes and he's like, oh, I'm going to, a second that light goes off, I'm jacking these shoes.
Oh, that's great. All right. So we covered wrestling. I want to move into the second part of the podcast, which is comedy, right? So your comedy career, being a comedian, one of the most successful ones of all time. You were born in San Diego. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you grew up here in Long Beach, California?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us like your roots into comedy, how you got into it, how you got started, and like what made you become a comedian?
That would be me watching Eddie Murphy Raw on VHS.
Is that the red jacket one?
No, that's Delirious.
Okay.
Raw was the purple jacket. So my babysitter way back in the day was a VCR. It was the Netflix of our time, because a lot of times people nowadays are like, what is that? It was the device that we used to watch movies. And so we went to a video store. You had to go to a video store. There was no Netflix at the time. And my mom's like, pick something out. And for some reason, the cover of Eddie Murphy Raw looked funny. I had never seen a stand-up comedian before. I didn't know what that was. He just looked funny. And so I grabbed it, went home, and my mom went go do her thing. I was home alone for a couple hours. I popped it in, and I'm like, oh, my God, I laughed so hard. And
do you know how old you were?
God, I must have been like 9 or 10.
Okay.
And then for some reason, I wound up getting a hold of an Eddie Murphy cassette tape.
Oh, wow.
That I still have.
Do you want to describe to the people what that is?
I still have a cassette tape. Same thing. Same thing. It's a device. What is it? And you realize you're older. Like, wow, yeah, how do you explain this? And you're like, really? Only 12 songs? Yep, that's it. That's all that fit.
Yep.
An Eddie Murphy cassette tape that had, his comedy routines on it. And I would play this all the time, and I'd play it for people, and I just, even though I knew the jokes already, I'd still laugh just as hard. And I said, I want to do this. I don't know how, but I'm going to do this. And I wound up getting into a school talent show, and I was just doing impressions of Eddie Murphy, doing the bits that he was doing.
That's incredible.
And then I was a big fan of Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams, and a gentleman by the name of Rich Little, who very famous impressionist. I think would that be the
Yeah, I think so.
Did impersonations back in the day.
Yeah. Well, you do famously known for your like sound effects, sounds, and I'm assuming that's rooted from him.
Yeah, but this guy's impressions were so good. Like, I feel like his impressions were stronger than the material.
Okay.
Like anything he'd say, you just hear it. You're like, wow. And he was one of those guys that would always appear on those Dean Martin roasts from way back in the day, and always appearing on the Tonight Show with Carson and stuff like that. He still performs. I went to go watch him maybe 2 years ago in Vegas, and I'm like, oh my God. First of all, I was like, you're still alive. I was so excited. And he's still out there.
Have you met him?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, I met him after the show. He was really, really nice.
I was going to say, how did it feel meeting someone that you looked up to and got you into comedy?
It was incredibly cool. I got to meet him, Robin Williams. I still have yet to meet Eddie Murphy. Something tells me I shouldn't. Just because I'm like, you know what? I'm 2-0 right now. Let's keep the streak going.
It's fun because looking across this room, and some people could see some of the pictures behind us. Like, you've met so many different celebrities and people. Like, is Eddie Murphy one of those people that you would be starstruck by?
Yes, absolutely.
And then do you feel like you get that for anyone else in the world?
I did for Robin Williams, and that was an interesting one too because I only met him one time. They told me that. I was working at a comedy club called the Comedy Magic close by here. I'm good friends with the manager, and I used to have a show once a month. And every month I would book my friends and whoever needed to pop in for a few minutes. And so he calls me up and he says, hey, listen, is your show booked? And I go, yeah, why? He goes, well, I got somebody that wants to do some time. I go, well, Richard, if you need somebody to do time, just, no problem. He goes, well, here's the thing. This person wants to go on after you. And I'm like, oh, okay. And, in comedy and entertainment, you don't follow the headliner. Like, whoever's name is on the marquee and the ticket, that's who goes last.
Yeah.
So to go on after, that's kind of like, that's disrespectful. So I'm like, all right, obviously it's a name. So who is it? And he wouldn't tell me. He wouldn't tell me. And I go, come on, man. He goes, they asked me not to say who it is. And I go, dude, it's me. I'm not 10. And then he tells me this. He says, just know now that if you ever have a secret, now you know I can keep it. I'm like, oh, come on, really? So now it's killing me. So I said, fine. All right, whoever it is, they can go on after me.
So you performed and then you came back
so I performed,
to a surprise?
So I performed. I'm on stage, and he hands me a napkin, and I find out via napkin.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I bring him up, and then the crowd didn't believe it. As soon as I said it, they're like, come on.
Yeah.
Because I told the crowd I got to cut my set short. I was supposed to do an hour plus, and I was up there maybe 30 minutes.
Wow.
And so I'm cutting my set short. And they're like, no, we're here for you. I go, I know, but once you find out who's coming up here, you're not going to care about me anymore. And they're like, no, don't leave. So then when I said the name, they like, really? Come on. And
That's crazy.
So I turn, and there's a curtain behind me, and he didn't come out the curtain. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then I could see the manager underneath the exit sign. And I'm like, he's freaking pranking me. And then he goes, and I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I guess Robin was behind me and I didn't see him.
Oh, man.
Because he was behind me and the crowd didn't see him.
Yeah.
Because he was behind me. So
in case that detail got lost.
So as soon as the crowd saw him, it was such an energy in that room where it's almost like a religious experience. The crowd, people were like crying, screaming, applauding. Everybody was on their feet. It was beautiful. And like I said, they said, they forgot me. And I didn't even care. Yeah. I stood behind the curtain and I watched this show through the curtain for an hour plus.
Wow.
And that was the last special that he was working on.
Jeez.
And so it was really cool. And then I took a picture with him after.
Yeah.
And that's the picture that's up on the wall over there.
There's a lot of pictures over there, so you'll show me after.
I'll show you after. I'll show you after.
So in a completely unrelatable,
so Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Rich Little were my biggest influences in comedy.
Wow. They taught you pretty well, pretty successful.
And so that's why my show is very much character driven. It's more fun and energy and voices and characters. I'm not really the political get into a thing or set up punch. That's not my style. Mm-hmm. I'm more I just want to have a good time and smile.
Completely fair.
Yeah.
We did, I was going to say, in a completely relatable, unrelatable way, we did a live podcast at Fanatics Fest. So Fanatics Fest, they get all these stars, all these people coming out, everything and all that.
Fanatics is crushing it.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So I have to answer an email. It's reminding me because they invited us to go back next year and do another one. So if you're listening and you want to go see that, you could get your tickets way in advance, I guess. So we went on stage, performed 20 minutes, And then I brought out my Robin Williams, the Rizzler.
The Rizzler. I know that name.
He's the 9-year-old that does like the face. And he's everywhere. It's unbelievable. But he's 9 years old. And that's how I felt with him coming out on stage. And everyone's attention went from us two best friends since first grade talking on stage, to this 9-year-old kid who's just dropping jokes. He wants to be a comedian when he grows up. So I was going to ask, he also wants to be like an astronaut, like, a scientist, like anything that we ask him.
9 years old. I wanted to be Optimus Prime when I was 9. So you never know.
So if you want to be a comedian, or if you're speaking to someone who's younger and wants to get in that, what would you recommend they do?
It's so hard to give advice nowadays because there's so many more opportunities to get into this or that because of technology, because of YouTube and social media. There's more ways of getting yourself into, whatever it is that you want to do. I feel like my advice would probably be a little dated. And it's kind of like, I can only speak from a place of like, make sure it's something that you really want to do. Make sure that you really have it in your heart that that's what you want to do, and be prepared for disappointment. Be prepared for no, or you suck, or this is not for you. Be prepared for people to tell you to your face you're making a mistake, and know that you have enough in your heart to overcome that. Yeah. Because, we can be influenced by people, by loved ones, by friends, and by strangers in numbers. So it's like, if it's something that you really want to do, just know you're going to be faced with all this stuff. And if it's in you, you got to push through it.
It's funny because when we started the podcast like 5 years ago, so we just did short form at first, and we turned it into a longer form podcast. Literally, Brian asked me to do it, and I said no, because I've tried to do other stuff previously, and I felt like this kind of embarrassment of like, I want this huge success. I want to be able to do all these things, achieve the followers, the viewership. I never really got it. So when he came to me with the idea, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I like it, but like, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. Like, I want to do something else that I can make money, create a business doing, whatever. So I feel like that advice really does resonate. And that's why I tell people now too, or something similar. I'm like, just do it. Like, who cares what other people say? Who cares? Like, there's always going to be haters. There's going to be supporters. You got to listen to the supporters and keep going and kind of like grind through it. And like 5 years later, now we're doing this full time for like 2 years. It's nuts. And
interesting thing, Trevor Noah, a friend of mine, he said, look, fans are going to come and go. People are not everyone's going to go with you on the entire ride. He goes, look at it like a bus. People are going to get on the bus. People are going to get off the bus. But that bus is going to keep moving. Yeah. So just know now that as you're evolving, some people are going to continue to support what it is that you're doing. Some people are not going to like it anymore. But with the evolution, other people are going to jump on board as well. So just keep moving, and then don't worry about come and go. It's going to happen. It's part of the ride.
We've done, because I looked into our analytics, and like we've lost probably half the amount of followers that we've gained over time, which is crazy to think about and look at, because you might see the number move up slowly or have these jumps, but like,
you see that little Bitcoin chart, like,
it's crazy.
Like bing, 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 bing. Like, you gain this many this week, you're like, oh my god, and then you're like, but I lost this many. You're like, no,
it's not. Yeah, you could gain like 1,000 followers and lose 500 in the same day, and like, if you're not looking deep into it, you won't realize that. And like, I've kind of shifted my focus to be like, it's about the overall, like, we're moving in a positive direction. But like, if you're really like thinking about it and very much in your head in those things, it could definitely derail someone and demotivate them to do what we do, or I won't say we, but what we did to build this podcast and what you do in comedy if you were just starting out and had that kind of discouragement.
I think if you're losing 90% of your following in one day, you might want to reconsider what kind of content you're putting out there. But I can show you at any moment, like, that it's always doing this, because I follow it too. I always, check out the analytics and stuff. And it's that little,
hills and valleys is what I say. It's like, you're going to hit the mountain peak. You're always going to want to get back to the mountain peak, but you got to go through those valleys, and hopefully overall and over time, it continues to increase. But like, it's not going to be just a straight up. And people have one viral video go off. They're like, oh, this is great. And then they get discouraged when they have one that doesn't hit. And I'm like, you just have to keep posting and be consistent. That's the only thing you control. But it's great. So back to comedy. I'm not very structured, but I'm trying to be structured.
It's all good. He's doing the best he can, Brian.
Brian usually keeps me a little bit more together. I don't even know how we got into that conversation. But one bit that I remember from August 2nd, 2014, and this was a joke that I think you did in a previous special, was about getting pulled over by the cops and you playing Bad Boys really loud. in the car.
Oh God, it was so long ago. Yeah.
See, maybe I'm aging myself now. Like that was like when I first started watching, got into it.
One of my first specials, yeah, from 2007.
Which is nuts. So it made me think of this game that I want to play with you. So it's what song are you playing in these situations? So you're going to tell me what song you play. I'm going to give you a situation. You react, okay?
Here we go.
What song are you playing in these situations? You get in the car and you're handed the aux.
What?
You get in the car and you're handed the aux. So you're hooked up to Bluetooth. I don't know.
Oh, the auxiliary. Sorry.
Sorry.
I was like, what's the aux?
Moving on.
The aux, Eagles radio.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Eagles. I love, I'm an old soul. I love the Eagles. And so Eagles radio, basically. So any music from that genre.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. Hotel California, probably a fan favorite, but it gets me every time. What about for a WWE walkout song? So say you were a wrestler, you're walking out. What are you walking out to?
Am I choosing a WWE song or any song?
Any song you want. This is basically your walkout song.
Back in Black.
Back in Black. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's just, it's a cool song, cool beat. I could move to that pace.
Yeah.
It's almost like Vader's music.
Do you have anything? It's true. Anything you would do around the ring to get people going, get them excited?
Oh, I'd probably do that walk, menacing, that menacing side to side. Kind of like everybody's got their stance. Brock has his side to side little shuffle that he does. But yeah, just kind of a walk and then just stare. I would want to be a heel.
Oh.
I would want to be a heel in wrestling.
I wouldn't expect that.
Oh, man, that'd be fun. That'd be so much fun because then you could just, you step on the gas and you're just like, yeah, what? What? Just do that whole heel turn right there. That's what Back in Black would be great because I'm usually wearing, colorful clothing on my shows and stuff like that. When I'm chilling, obviously I just wear a black t-shirt, but I got a dog on it. It makes it cute.
Love it. Okay, what about a zombie apocalypse? So the world's coming to an end. What song are you playing to hype yourself up or to fight the zombies?
Probably Shoot the Thrill, AC/DC. I'm a big AC/DC fan too.
I'm sensing a lot of rock vibes from you. I'm getting a lot of rock songs.
I'm also picturing like Iron Man blasting everybody. And every time Iron Man's shooting people, it's always AC/DC music.
That's complete. They're my favorite rock band from that whole generation. Like Led Zeppelin and stuff, like honestly, great, fantastic. But if I had to choose one band to listen to, I think it's AC/DC. Is that a hot take?
That's cool. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. What if you... This is a dig.
Okay.
Not towards you.
We'll see.
What song are you playing if you're sick and you have to go to urgent care?
Oh. Sick and have to go to urgent care.
Make you feel a little better, To
make me feel a little bit better?
For no reason, we're bringing that up.
Yeah, no. It's the song that I still like to play that got played so much is Despacito.
Oh, that's a good one.
Despacito, yeah.
That brings up the mood, brings up the energy.
Does. I love the song. I can put it on right now and be like, it still gets me, but
Oh man, that's so good. And again, apologies, Brian, as you watch this.
Brian, I'm gonna play Despacito for you. Despacito.
I like talking through this like fourth wall to Brian,
right?
as if it's like Interstellar.
Brian's right there laying there, recovering from Ebola on that flight. You got the outbreak monkey sitting next to you, and I was like, dude. I'm sorry, Brian.
He's going to be fine. He'll be fine. So, yeah, clearly that bit stuck with me. So, if you got pulled over by a cop, are you still playing Bad Boys, or do you have a new song?
No, man. I'm probably putting on, what is it? Was it NPR radio? Or what is it called? Make myself sound all official. Like, officer. Hello, officer. Oh.
How many speeding tickets or getting pulled over situations do you think you've gotten out of because of your comedy?
Quite a few. I've never had any... points taken off my license or anything like that. I've never had any situation where it's like, I've gotten tickets in the past and it's always for speeding. It's always been for speed. I remember one time I bought a Tesla and man, I was telling my son, he was in the back seat, watch this. And then boop, boop. And I'm like, oh, and I thought the officer was going to recognize me because I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, all right, let's see what we're working with here.
You're like, I got this one.
I see the officer getting out the car. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, he's brown. We're in the mix. Looks young. I think we're good. And then sure enough, the guy was like Filipino, had no idea who I was. And he's like, give me your license. And I'm like, oh, ticket. So, yeah.
Do you think you bat a positive percentage? Do you think more than half the time you're getting out of it?
Especially now, yes, because if I'm getting pulled over for something, it's going to be something dumb that's like a fix-it ticket. So I'm going to get pulled over for window tint or no front plate or something like, you know what I mean? Something like that, tail light. I I'm not reckless anymore. You know, as far as that goes, I'm not trying to be that person. So.
Yeah.
But I did get pulled over twice in Texas, and both times they're like, just get that taken care of. And they're like, big fan, get that taken care of.
I love
like,
that.
But both of them were like, and it was in the same 24-hour period.
Really?
Yeah, because I drove into McAllen, Texas from San Antonio. So driving in, I got stopped, and then driving out, I got stopped.
Unbelievable. And out of both of them.
I didn't have a front plate.
Fair.
And they told me, they're like, this is a 2-plate state. And I'm like, I'm all about 2 plates. I'll fix it when I get home.
I've asked Brian this question on the podcast before, and it made me remind myself because of the question I just asked you. Like, if you had lifetime stats that you could get when you die, like, what are the 5 stats that you're looking forward to getting? Like, I want to know, like, I don't know, for you, how many speeding tickets you've gotten out of? Or, like, you know, how many times... I don't really have that many good ideas.
So stats like comedy stats or just like...
I think just like lifetime stats in general. Like my mind's going straight to the bathroom, which is like a stat that like I feel like I'd want to know, but I don't want to publicly say it, even though I'm saying it on the podcast right now. Like how many times you've done number 2. Like how many beers you've drank in your life. Like how many times you've...
God.
Yeah.
Oh, if we want to play that game, let me see. I couldn't even tell you.
Like there's like these stats that aren't recordable, but like people joke that like when you pass away, you die, you get these lifetime stats when you die. You get like the whole Rolodex, so you could go through anything and figure out stats. If you could handpick a few, what would you choose?
If you were to line up all the bottles of tequila I have drank,
see, now we're talking.
If you put them side by side, it would probably be 4 city blocks.
Okay. I was going to say, if you stack them, do you think they'd reach the moon?
No, well, I don't know about stacking them, but I know if you put them side by side, I'd probably cover 4 blocks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then that's in about 20 years of drinking, or being an entertainer. Not like I'm a professional drinker or anything. Clearly, I'm not. But that's a good stat right there.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Good or bad, depending on how you look at it. But I'm like, okay, this is different. I'll put that info out there. I don't care.
I think you could go. You could also go the food route. You go like how many like tacos?
Too easy.
Too easy.
People are gonna go. You know what? Of course he's gonna bring up food.
Yeah,
gonna bring up food. I think the drinking one is gonna catch people off guard.
It's fair.
I've performed and I've been in every single state and I've paid taxes in every single state here in the U.S.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's an impressive stat.
So I'm like, I've covered every state.
That's the American dream.
Let me see.
I'm thinking like celebrities met since we're surrounded by all these pictures right here. Or?
You know what? I have friends that have met way more than I have. I mean, I'm social, but I'm like, I got friends that go out of their way to meet celebs. And, I think that who I have on the wall, it's not just someone that I met, but someone that I had an opportunity to have a conversation with.
Yeah.
So that's the difference right there. Like right there next to you, behind you, is a picture of Ryan Gosling, and that was at the Golden Globes. I'm sitting there, and he's walking by, and I'm like, oh! I pointed right at him, and he pointed at me, and then he came over, and I'm like, oh my God, Ryan! He was, hey, how are you? You're funny. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Can I have a photo? Yeah. And so we're taking pictures. I'm like, hey man, look, I haven't seen Barbie yet, but I'm gonna go check it out. And he's like, oh cool, you should see it. It's good. And I'm like, yeah. It's like little moments like that. So,
yeah.
I mean, but I don't know how many celebrities. It's been a few.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure you're more than the average person.
Because I get opportunity and access to situations.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the stats go, again, the drinking one I think is an interesting one. All 50 states, and let me see.
I can only think food and drink because that's like where I'm most interested.
I mean, I've probably hit a McDonald's in every state.
Oh, how many McDonald's?
That's
a good one.
I love McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I've had a McDonald's double cheeseburger probably in every single state.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I could get into a tangent. I'm not going to because I want to make sure we get these games in because I'm very excited to play them. Okay. I'd be disappointed, and we're transitioning now, if we didn't talk about food. Okay? Specifically your opinion, because I feel like you have a good expertise in Mexican food. I might have
consumed a calorie or two in my day.
No, that's not what I'm saying in Mexican food.
Okay.
We had some great Mexican food today. By the way, horchata? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Horchata. You said it right. Yeah.
I could drink like a gallon of that thing a day.
Horchata, it's rice milk,
it's
water,
delicious.
Sugar. It's delicious.
So we play a game. It's King of the Hill. So I'm going to give you a matchup. You're going to tell me which one advances, and then we'll continue the matchups until we have a winner. Okay? What's the best Mexican food of all time?
The best Mexican food of all time, as far as like the actual food or a restaurant or a location?
I'm going to give you matchups of food. You're going to tell me which one wins, King of the Hill style. Okay?
Okay.
Elote or quesadillas?
Oh.
Yeah, we have some really tough matchups. Mexican food, I think it might be the top cuisine in the world.
Me personally, I love cheese, so I'm gonna go quesadilla. But I think that the majority would say elote.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a layup for quesadilla.
Because you could do a lot with corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw that
but
today.
I'm gonna go quesadilla.
First time I had street corn today, by the way.
Impressive, huh?
I ate mayo. I never eat condiments. Okay. Quesadillas or huevos rancheros?
Quesadillas.
Okay. Quesadillas or chips and guac?
Quesadillas.
Now, what if I add salsa to the guac?
It don't matter. Quesadilla.
Okay.
Ain't no cheese in that.
Okay, that's fair. Quesadillas or churros?
Churros are a dessert, so quesadilla.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I choose. I choose savory over sugar.
Okay, that's fair. Now, this is a personal favorite of mine. It's my probably 50% of the food I ate growing up. Quesadillas or taquitos?
Quesadilla.
Really?
Yeah.
You hate taquitos?
No, I just love quesadillas. Keep in mind, you're talking to somebody who eats a quesadilla on average, I don't know, once every 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a go-to. It's been my go-to since I was a child.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like it's hard to mess it up.
It really is. Tortilla, put cheese in the middle, fold it, either throw it on the stove or microwave it. It's one of those, you know. And if I can go somewhere and get a chicken quesadilla, you just pimped it out. So, you know.
Forget it. The battle's over. Quesadillas or tacos?
Quesadillas.
Over tacos.
Yes.
I'm kind of in shock. I feel like tacos might be a top 3 food in the world.
Yes, but a quesadilla, you didn't specify. Can you put meat in
You could customize either of these as much as you want.
Then quesadilla all day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm in shock. Okay. Last matchup, quesadillas or burritos? This is for best Mexican food on the planet.
Burritos wins.
Oh, yes. I love that. Burritos or bowls?
Burritos or bowls?
Yeah.
Burrito.
Okay, good. See, I went the route at Chipotle.
You were going, and you got me on that last one right there. Yeah.
I used to always get the burrito at Chipotle, and then I started getting a bowl, and then I started like getting the tortilla on the side and like wrapping myself. I'm not built for that. It's just not a good wrap, and then it starts falling apart.
You got to get them to do it because if the fold is off, you're just gonna make a mess.
I need the A team at Chipotle because I'm doubling up on meat. I'm getting guac. I'm getting like all these ingredients. The thing's the size of my head.
You ever ordered so much that they got to get a second tortilla and put it next to it to kind of expand the size of it?
Second tortilla, double wrap.
Double wrap.
I've had that a lot. Is there any food I missed that you would say is the best Mexican food of all time?
You could say enchiladas.
Okay.
Enchiladas. Did you say chilaquiles?
No, I didn't.
Chilaquiles is a good one too. Enchiladas, chilaquiles, tamales.
Would you put any over the burrito?
No.
Okay, burrito's champion.
Yeah, because you can put anything in that burrito. Yeah.
That's a good man right there. He knows what he's talking
about. Now I'm hungry. you just warmed me up. You got me all.
I think you got dinner soon.
That's some audio foreplay right there.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I want to move on and get at least one of these games in. Here's another one. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. No transitions. That's how this podcast works. What is the better place to live, Mexico or the USA? Similar type thing. I'm going to go through matchups. You're going to tell me which one is better in each category. Okay? Mexico or USA, specifically LA, for street tacos?
For street tacos, Mexico.
Okay. Does LA even compete here?
Absolutely.
So you think it's a competition?
Yes.
7-game series. How many games?
It's very close. It's very close. But the ingredients you're going to get in Mexico are a lot more organic. You know, you don't got to worry about the process of anything. So everything is very much like, you know, it's like going to Trader Joe's for everything. You know, it's like the special bag that says organic. Mm-hmm. And over there, it's just normal. Whereas here, it's, you know, they go through certain processing.
Okay, fair.
But the food, the tacos, you can really tell the difference.
Okay.
Now, some would say the safety is different. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. You're eating tacos on the street. But I've always had a pleasant experience.
All right, completely fair. 1-0 USA. What about nightlife?
Mexico.
Oh, my goodness. I was looking at the next one. I just assumed USA was going to win this one. USA or Mexico for nightlife?
I'm going to go with the U.S.
Okay. I feel like when you just put it to LA, Mexico might compete. When you incorporate all the cities, New York, Miami, Nashville.
Even just LA, there's so much to do in Los Angeles and Mexico. Mexico, that whole fear thing of me of like, all right, we're talking about food. Okay. Nightlife, I don't know how it's going to end.
It's completely fair. That's fair. Okay. What about weather?
Weather. Well, if we're talking about Los Angeles, you can't beat LA, so LA.
Okay, we'll take LA over Mexico. Too hot in Mexico?
Again, it just depends on what part of Mexico you're in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's coastal, if it's like Tijuana or Rosarito, Ensenada, it's very similar. But for the most part, LA, the weather here is the best. Like, because there's some parts where it gets hot and humid.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, soccer,
you got to go Mexico.
So if the World Cup is coming up next year, Mexico's playing USA, who are you rooting for?
It's funny. I'm not a big soccer fan.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll watch it. It's not like me watching NFL football. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm like 25% Colombian. If Colombia's playing the USA, it might make me a bad American. I'm rooting for Colombia. I feel like it's the more fun team to root for. They're probably better, more likely to advance.
I would love to see Mexico win.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Completely fair. What about lifestyle?
Lifestyle as far as what?
I would think like the everyday day in the USA versus Mexico. I feel like there's a lot of options to do cool things around here specifically.
There is a lot of options for cool things and lifestyle. I mean, obviously it's going to be a little bit more expensive here, but I think that people come here for a reason, so I'm going to go with LA.
Okay, I love that. What about candy? Now, Mexican candy, I haven't had a lot of it, but the few that I've had, very good. What are your thoughts?
Mexican candy.
Okay, see, that was a layup.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Tamarindo.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look it up
like,
after.
I don't even know how to, like what would you call it? Like a Sour Patch? Like a Mexican Sour Patch? I mean, there's so many awesome ones. Mazapan is probably my favorite.
I think I've heard of that one.
Mazapan is like compressed peanuts. It's like a little disc.
I'm also going to look that up after.
The game is like, if you can open it without breaking it, that's like, ooh, look at you. You've done some Zen stuff right there. Because I feel like American candy is like a Butterfinger, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, a Hershey's.
No,
and it's very much just like, and it's not like the old school ones. You can almost taste the processing on it. You know what I mean?
Completely fair. All right, last one, the people.
The people.
I feel like this might be the most controversial or tightest matchup.
Well, no matter what, I have to say Los Angeles because I grew up in this area. This is what I know. I haven't had an opportunity to spend a lot of time in Mexico, and so I can only speak on the times that I have spent, and it's always been wonderful. Mm-hmm. But it's not enough time for me to make a real, is it better than? People are people. I think it just depends on where you're at and the time of day, because people's moods will always change. Mm-hmm. But I haven't had any negative experiences in Mexico. Here versus here, I've had good days and bad days. I might have yelled on the freeway. I might have, but I've never driven in Mexico, so I wouldn't run into that situation.
Yeah, fair.
I've walked the streets of LA. I've only dabbled in Mexico, and I always felt good. But in LA, hey man, I might have been called certain things from people sitting on the floor, and I can't say the word anymore, otherwise you get in trouble.
It's okay.
So I'm still gonna go with LA just because it's what I know.
Okay, I think LA took it. I kind of lost count of the matchups, but we'll count it up after. We'll see which one won. I think it was the USA/LA. Final game to wrap it up here. We're right at our calling time. Have you seen our $15 suspense series? So we have 4 rounds. You got 5 options in each round for a dollar amount. You got $15 total.
I have a chance to win money?
You don't have any chance to win money. We don't do that on this podcast. But you get to spend money.
All right.
Theoretically. Okay. We'll go through it. I was between different topics for this one, but I like this one because I feel like you've been in more movies recently than earlier in your career outside of just stand-up comedy. And I want to give you the chance to create your perfect comedy movie. Okay?
Okay.
You have $15 to spend to create the perfect comedy movie. First, you get your lead actor. For $1, you get me. $2, you get Tina Fey. $3, Jason Bateman. $4, Gabriel Iglesias. $5, Adam Sandler.
Okay.
You have to choose a dollar amount, and then we'll move to the next round.
For a movie.
For a movie.
But we don't know if this person is the lead, co-star.
This is the lead actor specifically.
The specific lead actor, Adam Sandler.
Okay, for $5. So you're spending big early.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so you have $10 for the remaining 3 rounds. Just keep that in mind, okay? Next, you get your supporting actor. For $1, you get Nicolas Cage. $2, you get Amy Poehler. $3, you get John Cena. $4, you get Gabriel Iglesias. $5, you get Will Ferrell.
Ooh, Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell would be a freaking crazy movie.
I don't think they've ever done anything together.
They've never done anything together, and I think people would want to see that. So I'm going to go Will Ferrell.
Okay, $10 early. $5 in the next 2 rounds. I really wanted you to go $4 and $4 and just pick yourself, and then just you play the lead actor and the co-actor. Thought it'd be fun. Little Dr. Dolittle, you know?
Not that vain.
That's fair. Okay. Next, you get the type of comedy movie, so the genre. For $1, it's a work training video. For $2, it's a coming of age film. $3, it's a sports comedy. You get to pick the sport. $4, it's a romantic comedy. $5, it's an action comedy. So you got Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell.
Sports.
What are you casting them? Okay, so
$3.
$3.
Yeah.
Okay, what sport are you choosing them to play?
Oh, shoot. Hockey players.
Hockey players.
Hockey players, because there's opportunities for fight scenes, people falling on the ice, mascots. You're inside of an arena. It's an enclosed environment. It's a different world. I don't think there's been enough hockey movies.
We've seen Will Ferrell do Blades of Glory for figure skating. But yes, I like the hockey element, the fight element, especially Sandler in there, who like plays this Happy Gilmore character that's already in hockey. It makes sense.
It's exciting. I attended a Las Vegas Knights game. And man, the amount of just things that were happening in the room, I'm like, oh my God, it's not just a game anymore. It's a spectacle. They've brought in so much of the wrestling world, with the screens and what's happening on the floor and the announcers and the back and forth and the interviews. So I'm like, I think that'd be a really cool environment for a comedy movie.
I love it. The last round, you get your director. For $1, you would have gotten your Chihuahua, Roca.
Nice.
For $3, you would have gotten John Cena. $4, Martine, your friend. $5, you would have gotten Adam McKay. For $2, I think you might be happy with this because it might make an interesting movie. Your son, Frankie.
Oh my God. I'm going to spend $1, let my dog direct that chaos.
So you want to take the dog? Maybe you could get 2 Chihuahuas if you want.
But that's it right there, huh?
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else.
How much money did I have left?
You had $2. So it's either you got your son, Frankie, or you could take your Chihuahua, and I'll give you a bonus Chihuahua.
Yeah. My son's not exactly in the entertainment world, so, I'm going to go with 2 dogs.
Okay. You can hold up signs and have them pick. Be like, do you want this or this? And then they'll bark and eat. Yes. Okay. That's all I got for you, Gabriel.
Sweet.
That flew by. That was super quick. Thanks so much for coming on the podcast. I know you have a tour coming up next year. I heard some news about SoFi coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be the big show for next year. March 21st, 2026, SoFi Stadium. It's Joe Coy and myself. And it's going to be one of the biggest shows we've ever done.
Is it going to be recorded?
We're not doing it for Netflix. We're just doing it for ourselves.
Okay.
It's one of those like, hey man, if we do it, when I did Dodger Stadium, it was recorded. We had to do multiple shows. There was a lot going on, and I felt like it robbed me of an opportunity to just go out and have fun and do something big. And like, wow, I was more concerned with production, making sure the sound, the lighting, that make sure that Netflix was happy, make sure that everything, so my happiness was somewhere way down here, whereas focusing on the production and everything else was up high. And so I think this time around, it's not just me, it's Joe Coy and myself. So it's the 2 of us. That automatically takes the pressure off. And then by making sure that it's not being recorded by Netflix or whoever, I don't have that concern. I can go out and just have fun, do my thing, take a couple of selfies, chalk it up. We did another stadium.
Incredible. No, it's awesome. And I looked at the tour and tell me if I missed any, but you got SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, Atlanta, Georgia, Las Vegas, Hollywood, Santa Barbara, Bethlehem.
Rest of the country.
You ready? Atlantic City was a big one.
Atlantic City.
We're from Jersey. I'm telling you, September 5th, if we're free, we're coming.
You guys better be there. It's probably going to be at the Borgata, right? Is that what it says?
Perfect. The Borgata Event Center.
Borgata. Always a good time.
That's going to be a fun time.
Or NJ Pack, whenever we're at NJ Pack. You've been there, right?
Yes.
NJ Pack,
I think that's where the show in 2014 was.
Okay.
I think.
That makes sense.
I'm not positive, but we'll take this full circle moment 11 years later, or I guess it'll be 12 at that point. I'll attend another show.
Yeah. Real quick, Matt, do me a favor. Rip the picture of Robin Williams off the wall so I can hold it right here. So I can show you. So this is the night of the Robin Williams. I want to make sure that you're able to see this because, a lot of times a glare.
I think you're good.
So I'll
I think it looks good. That's incredible.
You guys can figure it out. What's going to work best. We'll tilt down,
Pause the video when it stops glaring.
Yeah, look at, man, that was a long time ago. I had a full head of hair. And I want to, I don't remember. It probably says it on the shirt, 2008 on my shirt. Can you read it? My eyes are low.
I think it says tour.
On the bottom, 2000 what?
I don't think it says a year. I think it says Gabriel Iglesias and then something world tour.
See, that's how bad my eyes. All right, but
it's all good.
Yeah, so it was real.
Incredible, Gabriel. Thanks for coming on, guys. I'll link down below to Gabriel's socials, the tour that he's got coming up, and thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
Long
Brian,
time
get
coming.
better.
I hope you're doing all right, Brian.
I want to do this show again, but I want to do it on your turf. I appreciate the fact. Why don't you tell the story real quick about why it is that you're here versus us being over there?
Yeah. What? I don't even know what happened.
Well, basically, I was reaching out. We're going back and forth trying to figure out when we could line up a date. And I was in New York, and we still couldn't line it up right. And so I says, you know what? I didn't want you guys to think I was kind of like just teasing and be like.
Which, by the way, was totally not our vibe, but we appreciate it.
Yeah.
So and then you offered to fly.
So I said, hey man, how about you guys come out here? I'll fly you out, put you up and everything, and try to make it as fun as possible. And like today, it was like a little field trip what we did earlier. But I appreciate the fact that you guys trusted me and you came down here and. No,
I'm thankful for you hosting us, man. And next time on our turf, come to New York, come to Jersey. Yes. And I tried mayo with it. For people who listen to us, that's a big accomplishment.
Because you hate mayo?
I really don't like condiments. I don't ketchup, mustard, mayo, like any of that stuff I usually stay away from.
I know one other person like you who's not about the condiments, sauces. So like you won't dip your stuff in ranch?
I ate that hot dog today. I raw dogged it.
You literally.
I put some peppers on the side and I was kind of, grabbing at them, but I raw dogged the hot dog.
So you won't mess with ranch or ketchup?
No, I don't touch ranch, sour cream, forget it.
So fries, you just eat the fries like that?
Salt.
You won't dip them?
Just salt. Aren't you happy you learned this now at the end of the podcast rather than the beginning? Your whole perspective of me would have changed.
You know what? That says a lot because your physique says you don't touch condiments.
All right, Gabriel.
Good for you.
We'll catch you in the next podcast, guys. See you soon.